A mechanic in Detroit once told a customer something that changed how he saw his car forever. You know that button you pressed by accident last week? The one that made your mirrors fold themselves? Your car has 20 more tricks like that, and you'll probably never find them unless someone shows you where to look. The customer laughed, thinking it was exaggeration. It wasn't. Modern cars hide features in plain sight, features that save money, prevent damage, and make driving genuinely easier. Today you're getting 18 of them, starting with the fun discoveries and building to the ones that could save you thousands of dollars or even your life. Let's start with this. Your car knows where to hide things better than you do. Number 18? Secret storage compartments hidden in plain sight. Your car has hiding spots you've never noticed. Lift the trunk floor panel where the spare tire sits and you'll find molded cavities on the sides. The Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 hide deep wells that can hold a laptop bag. Flip up the rear seat cushion in many SUVs and there's a plastic tray perfect for valuables. The Jeep Wrangler includes lockable bins under the rear seats originally designed for firearms. The Volkswagen Golf hides a drawer under the driver's seat that slides out on rails. The Dodge Ram conceals a bin behind the rear seat back that opens like a small door. Why does this matter beyond just extra space? FBI property crime data shows vehicle break-ins cost owners an average $1,800 when you include window replacement, stolen items, and insurance deductibles. Visible items in your car invite theft. Hidden compartments keep belongings invisible and secure. Check your owner manual under storage or cargo management. Your car might be holding a secret spot you've driven past for years without seeing it, but storage is just the beginning. Your car is hiding controls you'd actually use every single day. Number 17, auto-folding mirrors when you lock the vehicle. Lock your car with the remote and watch the side mirrors fold inward automatically. Unlock it and they extend back out. This isn't just visual theater. Folded mirrors reduce vehicle width by roughly 150 to 200 millimeters depending on the car. That matters in tight parking garages and anywhere shopping carts or bicycles might clip your mirrors. Replacing a side mirror assembly costs $300 to $800 depending on whether it includes cameras, blind spot sensors, heating elements, or puddle lights. Fixing a mirror that got knocked off in a parking lot is an expense you can avoid entirely. The feature also acts as visual confirmation your car is locked. If you glance back and see folded mirrors, you know the answer without walking back to check. Most cars with power folding mirrors can enable this function. BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Mazda, Honda, Hyundai, and Kia include it. Activation varies. Some vehicles enable it by holding the lock button on the fob for several seconds. Others require accessing settings menu on the center display. Check your owner manual under mirror settings or convenience features. Next is the feature that turns summer heat into instant comfort. Number 16. Roll down all windows from outside without touching interior. You park in full sun during summer. 8 hours later, interior temperature has climbed to 65 degrees centigrade or higher. Opening the door feels like stepping into a blast furnace. Most people climb in, start the car, crank the air conditioning, and suffer through 3 minutes of heat stroke while the cabin slowly cools. Most modern cars with remote key fobs let you roll down all 4 windows by holding the unlock button for several seconds. The windows drop, hot air pours out, and by the time you walk to the car, temperature has already dropped 10 to 15 degrees. This feature exists in Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Ford, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Subaru, Mazda, Hyundai, and Kia models from roughly 2010 onward. The trick often comes deactivated from the factory. You can enable it through vehicle settings menu, or a dealer can activate it using diagnostic software. Why does this matter beyond comfort? Letting the cabin vent before you enter reduces load on your air conditioning system. The AC compressor doesn't work as hard, which saves fuel and extends compressor life. Replacing an AC compressor costs $1,200 to $2,500. Before we move on, hit subscribe. This channel exists to help you get more out of what you already own, avoid expensive mistakes, and drive smarter without learning things the hard way. Number 15. Hidden emergency release for stuck fuel cap. You're at a gas station. You press the button to release the fuel door. Nothing happens. You press again. Still nothing. You try pushing on the door itself. Locked solid. The electronic release mechanism got gummed up from dirt, moisture got into the solenoid, or the linkage cable stretched and slipped off. Most vehicles have a manual emergency release hidden somewhere in the trunk or behind a panel near the filler. Toyota and Lexus models often place a small pull cord or lever behind the trunk liner on the left side. Ford vehicles sometimes hide a small yellow or red loop near the trunk hinge on the fuel door side. Subaru puts a release tab under the trunk floor mat. Volkswagen and Audi hide it behind a panel in the trunk sidewall with a small tool icon or arrow nearby. Getting stuck at a pump wastes time. Calling roadside assistance or a tow truck for something this simple costs $80 to $150, depending on location and service plan. Knowing where your manual release is located takes 60 seconds to find in your trunk right now. Check your owner manual under fuel filler door or emergency procedures. Take 2 minutes to locate it physically in your trunk today. Visibility isn't just about seeing clearly, it's about seeing fast when conditions change instantly. Number 14. Instant windshield defog mode configured. Wrong by most drivers. Foggy windshields kill visibility in seconds. Your windows cloud over from interior humidity, and every driver's instinct is to crank the heat, open a window, or blast the AC, randomly hoping something works. Meanwhile, you're driving half blind. The defog button, marked with a windshield icon and 3 wavy arrows pointing up, fixes this in 10 to 15 seconds. When you press that button, the system activates a pre-programmed sequence that directs maximum airflow to windshield vents, sets temperature to a calculated blend that dries glass without shocking it, pulls in fresh outside air instead of recirculating humid cabin air, and engages the AC compressor to remove moisture. The mistake people make is manually fiddling with temperature, fan speed, and vent direction while defog mode is trying to work. This overrides the automated sequence and slows down the process. Press the defog button and leave everything else alone for 30 to 45 seconds. The windshield clears faster than if you try to outsmart the computer. Research from the Society of Automotive Engineers showed automated defog sequences clear windshields 40% faster than manual climate adjustments. Reduced visibility contributes to roughly 16% of weather-related crashes, according to Federal Highway Administration data. Security isn't always about locks. Sometimes it's about the car thinking ahead while you're distracted. Number 13. Keyless walkaway. The auto lock prevents unlocked car theft. You finish loading groceries, walk toward your house, and forget to lock the car. According to FBI Uniform Crime Reporting data, roughly 43% of vehicle thefts involve unlocked cars with keys left inside or nearby. Forgetting to lock your car is one of the easiest ways to lose it. Keyless walkaway auto lock solves this silently. When the system detects the key fob moving beyond 2 to 3 meters from the vehicle, the car locks itself automatically. You don't press anything. The car just secures itself when you walk away. Brands like Tesla, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, Nissan, Genesis, and some Toyota models include this as standard or optional. The benefit isn't just theft prevention, it's peace of mind. How many times have you walked into a building and suddenly panicked, wondering if you locked the car? With walkaway lock, you don't need to second guess. If you left, the car locked itself. Check your vehicle settings menu under keyless entry or door lock settings. The feature might be there waiting to be enabled. Small angles of view protect expensive components you can't see from the driver's seat. Number 12. Auto tilt side mirrors. In reverse, save wheels, and roundlet rims. Parallel parking on a curb creates a blind spot near your rear wheels. You can't see the curb edge clearly from the driver's seat, so you rely on guesswork or slowly inch backward until you hear the sickening scrape of wheel against concrete. Replacing or repairing a damaged wheel rim costs $200 to $600 per wheel depending on size and finish. When you shift into reverse, the passenger side mirror, sometimes both mirrors, besiegers automatically tilts downward to show the curb line and rear wheel position. You get a clear view of exactly where your wheel is relative to the curb. Then when you shift back into drive or park, mirrors return to normal position automatically. This feature appears in BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Lexus, Infiniti, Mazda, Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, and Genesis vehicles. The implementation varies. Some tilt only the passenger mirror, others tilt both. A few let you customize the exact angle through vehicle settings. The first time this happens, drivers often think their mirror malfunctioned. Don't panic, your car is protecting itself from damage you might not see coming. Air quality inside your car affects more than comfort, it affects your health during every commute. Number 11. Smart air recirculation stops you breathing. Exhaust fumes. The recirculation button with a circular arrow inside a car symbol is something most drivers recognize, but modern cars do this automatically based on air quality sensors. The system uses sensors mounted in the fresh air intake to detect particulate levels, nitrogen oxides, and other pollutants. When you drive behind a diesel truck or through an industrial area, the sensor detects elevated pollution and automatically switches to recirculation mode. Research from environmental health journals shows in-cabin pollution levels can exceed outdoor levels by 40% when driving in traffic with recirculation turned off, because you're creating a concentrated dose of exhaust fumes inside a small, enclosed space. Brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Hyundai, Volkswagen, Audi, and Tesla include automatic air quality control. The trick is to leave your climate system in automatic mode rather than forcing manual recirculation constantly. Let the computer decide. It has sensors monitoring air quality in real time, something your nose can't do until the smell has already entered the cabin. One technician joked that drivers complain the air conditioning has a mind of its own without realizing it's actively preventing them from inhaling pollution. Comfort features sometimes deliver mechanical benefits you'd never expect. Number 10. Remote engine and climate preconditioning reduces cold start wear. Press the remote start button from 50 meters away, the engine fires up, and the climate system begins conditioning the cabin. In winter, the car warms up. In summer, the AC cools the interior before you open the door. The common assumption is that this is just about comfort. It's actually about engine protection. When you start a cold engine and immediately drive away, oil hasn't fully circulated yet. The first 30 seconds of operation happen with reduced lubrication reaching critical components like camshafts and piston rings. Studies from lubricant manufacturers show roughly 75% of engine wear occurs during cold starts in the first 2 minutes of operation when oil is thick and hasn't reached optimal temperature. Remote starting the car 3 to 5 minutes before you drive gives oil time to circulate, coolant time to begin warming, and the engine time to reach stable idle. This reduces cold start wear significantly. Brands market this under different names. Ford calls it Ford Pass Remote Start, Chevrolet calls it My Chevrolet, Toyota uses Remote Connect. Most require a subscription after the first year, typically $150 to $200 annually. And your feet can save you hundreds of dollars without you even realizing it. Number 9. One-pedal driving mode extends brake life by 80,000 kilometers. If you drive a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or electric vehicle, your car probably has one-pedal driving mode. Once enabled, lifting your foot off the accelerator generates strong regenerative braking that slows the car aggressively, often enough to bring you to a complete stop without touching the brake pedal. Normal driving involves constant brake pedal use. Every time you press the brake, friction pads clamp onto rotors, wearing down both components. Over time, you face a $300 to $800 brake job. One-pedal driving reverses this. The electric motor acts as a generator, converting kinetic energy back into electricity. The motor provides strong deceleration without using brake pads at all. Drivers who use one-pedal mode report brake pad life extending to 120,000 to 160,000 kilometers or more. Some Tesla Model 3 owners have exceeded 160,000 kilometers on original factory brake pads. Compare that to conventional cars where brake pads typically wear out between 40,000 and 80,000 kilometers. If you replace brake pads every 50,000 kilometers at $400 per job, you'll spend $1,200 over 150,000 kilometers. With one-pedal driving, you might spend $400 once or not at all. That's $800 saved minimum. Hidden sensors work constantly to eliminate distractions you don't even notice happening. Number 8. Rain-sensing auto wipers react faster than human reflexes. Light rain starts. You reach for the wiper stalk to turn them on, then adjust speed as rain gets heavier or lighter. This constant manual adjustment pulls attention from the road for a second here, 2 seconds there, adding up to dozens of small distractions during a rainy commute. Rain-sensing wipers eliminate this entirely. A sensor mounted behind the rearview mirror detects moisture on glass and activates wipers automatically. As rain intensity changes, the system adjusts wiper speed in real time. The sensor works using infrared light. It emits a beam into the windshield and measures how much light reflects back. Raindrops scatter the light, reducing reflection. The system interprets this as rain and triggers wipers. Reaction time is measured in milliseconds. The sensor detects first drops before you'd consciously notice them. Research from Transportation Safety Institutes shows manual wiper adjustment is a common source of driver distraction during rain events. Taking eyes off the road to find the wiper stalk creates brief moments of inattention that increase crash risk. Most systems let you adjust sensitivity through steering wheel controls or center display. Check your wiper stalk. If you see a setting marked AUTO or a raindrop icon, you have rain-sensing wipers. Water damage happens faster than most people realize and costs more than they expect. Number 7. Rain-detecting auto window close prevents $2,000 interior damage. You leave car windows cracked open on a sunny afternoon for ventilation. 3 hours later, an unexpected storm rolls through and dumps rain directly into your car. By the time you realize it, seats are soaked, water has pooled in footwells, and electrical components under seats are sitting in moisture. Water damage to vehicle interiors costs $800 to $3,000 to repair properly depending on severity. You're looking at seat upholstery replacement, carpet extraction, mold remediation, and potentially replacing electronic modules if water reached control units under seats. Some vehicles solve this with rain-detecting auto window close. The system uses the same rain sensor that operates automatic wipers. When it detects sustained moisture and windows are open, it automatically closes them. This feature appears in Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Toyota, and Mazda models. Implementation varies. Some systems close windows fully, others close to within 25 millimeters of fully closed to prevent trapping fingers. System typically requires ignition off and car locked for the feature to activate. Check your owner manual under rain sensor or automatic window closing. Long drives test your alertness before they test your car, and the consequences can be fatal. Number 6. Driver fatigue detection prevents microsleep crashes. Driving tired impairs you as much as driving drunk. Studies show staying awake for 18 hours produces impairment equivalent to blood alcohol content of 0.05%, and 24 hours awake equals 0.10% above legal limits. The problem is people dramatically underestimate their own fatigue. Driver fatigue detection systems monitor behavior for signs of drowsiness using steering input patterns, vehicle position in lane, time driven without a brake, and in advanced systems, a camera that watches your eyes and face. When the system detects erratic micro corrections on the steering wheel or drifting within the lane, it triggers an alert. Most systems display a coffee cup icon with a message suggesting you take a break. Research from European New Car Assessment Program estimates fatigue detection reduces drowsy driving crashes by roughly 25% in equipped vehicles. That represents hundreds of lives saved. Brands including Mercedes-Benz with attention assist, Volkswagen with fatigue detection, Subaru with driver focus, Volvo with driver alert, and Ford with driver alert all include this. The system can't force you to stop, it can only warn you. When the coffee cup icon appears, take it seriously. Pull over and rest. Stop and go traffic exhausts your body before your car ever complains. Number 5. Auto hold brake function eliminates pedal fatigue in traffic. Stop and go traffic is exhausting on your right leg. You hold the brake pedal at every stoplight. Creep forward, stop again. Repeat for 30 minutes straight. By the time traffic clears, your calf muscle is cramping. Auto hold function eliminates this entirely. Press the brake to stop the car, then release the pedal. The car stays stopped. Brakes remain engaged automatically until you press the accelerator. This isn't hill start assist, which only holds for a few seconds. Auto hold maintains brake pressure indefinitely. You can sit stopped at a long red light for 90 seconds with your foot completely off pedals. The system detects when the car comes to complete stop, then locks hydraulic brake pressure in calipers. When you press accelerator, it releases pressure smoothly. Brands including Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Toyota, Mazda, and Subaru offer this. It's activated by pressing a button marked Hold or Auto Hold near the gear selector. Beyond comfort, Auto Hold reduces driver fatigue, which improves alertness and reaction times. This is especially valuable for drivers with physical conditions affecting leg strength. Holding a brake pedal for extended periods can be genuinely painful. Blinding other drivers isn't just rude. Research proves it causes crashes you never hear about. Number 4. Auto high beam adjustment prevents glare-related collisions. High beams dramatically improve nighttime visibility, often doubling visual range from roughly 75 meters with low beams to 150 meters or more. But leaving them on when other vehicles approach creates dangerous glare that temporarily blinds oncoming drivers. According to National Highway Traffic Safety Administration data, roughly 3 to 5% of nighttime crashes involve glare as a contributing factor. That translates to thousands of crashes annually. Automatic high beam systems use a camera mounted behind the rearview mirror to detect headlights from oncoming vehicles or taillights from vehicles ahead. When the camera identifies another car, it automatically switches from high beams to low beams within a fraction of a second. When the road is clear, it switches back automatically. This happens faster than human reaction time. Brands including Toyota, Ford, Subaru, Mazda, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volvo include this on most trim levels from roughly 2017 onward. Activation is typically simple. Turn your headlight stalk to high beam position and leave it there. System takes over and manages beams automatically. Using automatic high beams also makes you a more courteous driver, which reduces road rage incidents where drivers retaliate by leaving their own high beams on deliberately. Hills create panic moments that insurance data proves happen more often than reported. Number 3. Hill Start Assist. It prevents rollback collisions and claims. You're stopped on a steep hill at a traffic light. Light turns green. You release the brake and move your foot to accelerator. In that brief moment, gravity pulls the car backward. You roll into the vehicle behind you. Many minor rollback incidents go unreported, but the risk is real. Hill Start Assist automatically holds brakes for roughly 2 to 3 seconds after you release the pedal on an incline. This gives you time to move your foot from brake to accelerator and start moving forward without any rollback. System uses ABS wheel speed sensors and an inclinometer to detect when you're stopped on a hill. When it senses conditions are met, it holds hydraulic brake pressure until it detects you've started accelerating. The feature is nearly universal on vehicles from roughly 2012 onward. Standard equipment tied to stability control system. Insurance actuaries recognize the value. Some insurers offer small premium discounts for vehicles equipped with Hill Start Assist because it measurably reduces low-speed collision claims. For manual transmission drivers, this feature is transformative. It eliminates the stress of hill starts entirely. You don't need to master the clutch and gas ballet. The car holds itself automatically. And now, the 2 features that prevent damage so expensive most drivers can't afford to learn the hard way. Number 2. Hidden trailer mode prevents $7,800 transmission catastrophe. A transmission shop in Texas charged a customer $7,800 to rebuild a transmission that grenaded while towing a camper. The mechanic asked one question: "Did you activate tow mode?" The customer stared blankly. That single hidden button would have told the transmission to hold lower gears, increase cooling, and adjust shift points. Without it, the transmission overheated and destroyed itself in 140 kilometers. When you tow a trailer, your transmission faces dramatically increased load and heat. When fluid temperature exceeds roughly 120 degrees centigrade, friction materials and clutches begin to glaze. Push beyond 130 degrees centigrade and you risk permanent damage. Most modern vehicles with towing capacity include hidden tow mode that modifies transmission behavior specifically for this stress. When activated, the system holds lower gears longer, delays upshifts, increases transmission fluid pressure, activates additional cooling, and adjusts throttle mapping. Brands including Ford, Chevrolet, GMC, Ram, Toyota, Nissan, Honda, Jeep, Subaru, and Volkswagen include this on vehicles rated for towing. The button is usually near the gear selector, marked Tow Haul or TOW. Rebuilding or replacing a damaged automatic transmission costs $3,000 to $8,000. Transmission failures due to overheating are often considered operator error and aren't covered under warranty. Check your owner manual under towing. If your vehicle is rated to tow anything, you likely have tow mode. Activate it every single time you tow. Number 1. Emergency brake assist. Dry braking prevents catastrophic fade. Brake fade is terrifying. You press the brake pedal and nothing happens. Pedal feels soft and the car doesn't slow down. This occurs when brake components overheat, causing brake fluid to boil or brake pads to lose friction. Once fade sets in, stopping distance can double or triple. A vehicle that normally stops from 100 kilometers per hour in 40 meters might need 80 to 120 meters when experiencing fade. Many modern vehicles include emergency brake assist dry braking that prevents this. The system uses sensors to detect conditions where brake fade might develop, primarily during long descents or repeated brake applications. When it identifies the risk, it automatically applies brakes lightly for a fraction of a second every few seconds, even when you're not braking. This removes water film from rotors and gently pulses heat in controlled microdoses rather than letting heat build up from sustained braking. The process happens transparently. You won't feel the pedal pulsing. System applies just enough pressure to condition brakes without slowing the car. Brands including BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, and Volvo include this technology. Brake fade has been a contributing factor in numerous mountain pass crashes where vehicles lost braking capability on steep descents. Beyond catastrophic failure, brake fade causes accelerated wear. Check your owner manual under brake assist or emergency braking. In most vehicles, it operates automatically with thumbwindbasting, with no way to disable it because it's considered a core safety function. Now that you know these hidden car features, don't stop here. Our next video shows the Japanese method to clean fuel injectors without removing them. It's shockingly easy and saves serious money.